Hey guys, welcome back to Caden's Corner. After a dominating performance in the NBA Finals, the Warriors won their fourth title in 8 years. Curry got his first Finals MVP, and this dynasty hadn't dissolved like people thought it would. With emerging stars like Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, and James Wiseman, the Dubs seemed like they weren't going anywhere anytime soon. But halfway through the NBA season, the defending champs sit at 500 and 7th in the West. So what seems to be the problem with the Warriors, and can they bounce back? Curry missed 14 games with a shoulder injury, but for a team fresh off of a title that didn't lose any major pieces, you'd expect more. The most glaring issue with this team is its defense. They stink. They give up the 5th most points per game, and they really struggle down low. They give up the 3rd most points in the paint, and on the boards, they give up the 5th most rebounds per game. James Wiseman had big expectations this year after being selected 2nd overall last season. The big man has been highly disappointing, only averaging 13 minutes in 19 games. At one point, he was sent down to the G League after being a major liability on defense. But it's not fair to blame the Warriors' defensive struggles on the big men. The backcourt is giving up the 2nd most threes to point guards in the NBA. An underrated player during their title run, Gary Payton, was one of their best defenders. His absence is showing massively after the Warriors lost him in free agency. Golden State, however, countered his loss with Dante DiVincenzo, who has been crucial off the bench. But it's not just defense that this team is struggling with. The Warriors can't win on the road. They have the 2nd worst road record in the NBA, only winning 5 games and losing 17. This is a completely different team on the road than at home. At home, this team puts up 119 points per game and holds their opponents to only 112. But when this team goes on the road, their opponents score almost 11 more points per game. But I still think the Warriors are crazy dangerous. At home, they are almost unbeatable. Golden State has a record of 17-5, tied for the 4th best in the league. And yes, they can still shoot the ball. Playing a normal style of Warriors basketball, they take and make the most threes in the NBA and are 5th in total scoring, averaging almost 118 points a game. I think this defense, with how bad it has been, will improve now that Wiggins is healthy and back in the lineup. Wiggins and Draymond held down this defense during the finals and really did so all of last season. The Warriors have the 4th hardest remaining strength of schedule, but I'm not worried. Even though the Warriors are currently the 7th seed, I still think they're the best team in the West. Winning 4 titles in the last 8 seasons, the Dubs have shown that as long as they can shoot the 3, they're major contenders. Every year teams get exposed in the playoff for a lack of depth, but the Warriors are one of the deepest teams in the NBA and have shooters all over their roster. I think the Warriors will make a significant second half run similar to the Celtics last season. The All-Star break will give much needed rest to guys like Wiggins and Curry, who have already missed a significant amount of time this season. If the Warriors can translate what they're doing at home and put it on the road, this team is back in title contention. You can mark your calendar right now. In late May, the Warriors will be back in the NBA Finals for a rematch against the Boston Celtics. I'm Caden Kubler, and that's my take.